So many folks ask why the love affair with the Easystar. Well, I just thought I'd put this together just to prove why it's such an easy plane for anyone to fly. This is what I call my challenge plane. I use it to fly in the most obscene conditions. It's been rebuilt and probably looks like everybody else's easy on this forum. The top's been ripped off more than once. The engine mount's been ripped off. I fly with a brushless Turnigy in there. It's nothing spectacular. I also fly stock standard on this particular one. There is no mods at all other than the brushless motor and no ailerons. You'll notice that large amount of packing tape all over it. This will show you I refer to this as my pole seeking aircraft. In fact, today was the third time it's hit a pole. The first two times were major light standards at a sports field and consequently massive damage, hence major repairs like this that look really ugly, wings taped together where they've been broken. And today, because I was in a bad mood and because the wind was so bad, oh yeah, and by the way, the entire nose has been stoved in and repaired a few times. So I decided to go out, even though it's gusting 40 km/h winds. It's really quite horrible out there. It's beautiful and sunny, but the winds suck, and I did want to do some AP, but it wasn't going to work out. So I took the challenge plane out, and everything went well. Kept it in the air for 30 minutes, by the way, because there was so much wind. I was basically just hovering. Anyway, when I came down, the usual big gust of wind at the last moment and flipped me into a pole. Of course, the one and only pole in the field, but nothing major, just the classical pole type injury. You can see it from the top, and you can see it from the bottom. So what I decided to do was show you how easy it is to fix an Easystar and why we all love them. So on the bench, or amongst the mess, is the cheapest heat gun money can buy. I think I paid $14 for it on sale. And what I'm going to do is show you how this heat gun will solve that problem. Now I use a heat gun. It could just be a hairdryer, it could be a pot of boiling water, but you know what? Time is of the essence, so I'm going to use the heat gun and see how it goes. The real trick is actually producing a video you guys can see, because I'm on my own, and so I have the little camera set up on a tripod. So let's put the heat gun on low heat and let's start applying it to the injured area. Try and find the camera for you. Fairly slow movement, so as just to heat the area versus melt it. Aliper foam is some people call it memory foam. As you see, the beads start to swell a bit. I'm probably getting it a little bit too warm. Flip it over. Foam starting to return to its original shape. You can see the gap closing. Yeah, it's starting to look a little ugly, but remember, the purpose of this aircraft is to show its wounds so people can see how tough it is. That's my excuse for using the high-speed heat. Almost closed up now. The gap, feeling a little rough. Whoops, let's break the other wing off on the roof above me. Keep heating it up. Don't know how close I'm going to bother. Stinks a bit, but you know what? Okay, let's have a look how we've got. Give it a bit of a squeeze. There we go. Full shape returned. Lots of bubbles. Don't really care, as I say, because being a trainer, being a learn to fly in ugly conditions. The wing is all but closed up. Sure, it ain't pretty. What I'm going to do now is go and find a pot of the trusty Sino. I can use hot glue gun, but in the spirit of time, I'm not going to wait for the hot glue gun to warm up. Bit of the old medium sino. Remember guys, the trick on Easies is not to use anything along the lines of foam safe. It's not worth it. For the Easystar, plain old sino CA will do. A little bit of a liner in there, a little bit of an injection of the stuff. Of course the trick is as well to glue my fingers together, and bit of accelerator. Yeah, I know you're supposed to put it on the one surface and not the other, but quite frankly, who cares at this stage, because I want to go back out and enjoy the windstorm I have today. Of course, being an Easy, I could have flown it without. 3M tape. We're all familiar with this stuff, I know. Buy a ton of rolls when you see it in stock at your local Staples, because they seem to get it in and out. Length of this over the top of the Easy. Pull it nice and tight. And that now is a repair. Oh, I suppose I should put it in frame. That is a repair that will not change the flight characteristics of this bird. And I'll be back out in about 5 minutes fighting with the wind, and the Easystar is just the way to go for that everyday plane that you want to beat up and fix in a heartbeat. Now I do know that with Ella soup you could do a whole lot better job, but at the end of the day the purpose of this is to just get back out there, and with a heat gun and a pot of CA it takes only a couple of minutes. Thanks for watching.